Hi, Paula. Hi, Lisa. How are you this evening?
Hello.
Hello.
Awesome.
It's great to see you guys.
Good to see you. So we're going to talk some women's quarters. Let's say hello to everyone in the chat. We have Silver Wolverine, West Coast, and live Q&A, which is Paula. Try again. Hi, Mark B, Poca Rossi, and he likes mayo. We know this. And Thomas Buckley, how are you? And Deadhead's Coins, good to see you again. Very nice to see you. So we're going to talk about the mint in the women's quarters. What do you guys think? What do you think?
It's obviously a really popular topic. Look at all the people that are here.
I know, right? I know.
Yeah.
Figure it out, you guys. It's probably not all we're going to be talking about. We're, three women. We're going to be cackling a little bit. Come on.
Well, I would think that this would be the stream to watch because we are women.
Yeah.
You would think that that would be a big plus.
And we might be having a giveaway.
Or two.
Or two.
Pretty exciting giveaway too. Very exciting.
Yeah. I'm really excited to talk about this, Nick. Thank you for having me on here. The conversations we've had like these last few months about American women's quarters are really intriguing, and I'm just really glad that you wanted to,
I am. I've been passionate about it because of the women that were chosen to be put on the quarters, especially the first five. I was disappointed and Paula and you were talking about that as well, about the public. And, I sent in my 20, I submitted 20, and it says 11,000 submissions were made. And I just have a hard time with some of these choices to believe that, it was a landslide, or they even took it into account.
I don't think they did.
No, because it said this. It was like there were some major groups that were funded to do the research to pick these people. So I was like, listen.
Oh, is that right?
That, what they always say, follow the money.
Uh-huh. And that's the approach that I was taking. And when I saw that, I thought, oh, they just did a cursory thing for the.
Yeah. And so West Coast says, hello, beautiful panel.
Hi, William.
Hi, William. Yeah, I was not impressed. And so we could start with the first woman on the quarter, Maya Angelou.
Yeah.
I know you have quite a bit to say about that.
Oh, yes, I do.
You're going to ask me about these women, and I have no clue.
Well, I did some research.
I'm with you.
Well, my first choice would have been Harriet Tubman. And, she's very interesting because she was born into slavery, of course, and then she escaped and she started the Underground Railroad.
Haven't they been talking about putting her on a bill, though?
But
I hope they do something.
But also, haven't they talked about Rosa Parks as well being on a bill?
I don't know about that.
Hi, Rhonda. I thought during the President Obama's administration, they had talked about Rosa Parks.
Maybe.
I don't know. Go back to Harriet Tubman. You know where that Underground Railroad went is right where I live.
Really?
Yes, through the Great Dismal Swamp. So there's a lot of local information about her. But it's like, how is this woman not completely honored? When you
right. Well, at least in the first five. Why don't you choose? The first five. I kind of found Hollywood actress surprising as well.
Okay, so pronounce her name for us. Anna May.
Anna May Wong.
Yes.
Anna May Wong.
Yeah. Now, I want to say things. I want to balance that a little bit. I did look up who is she when they first came out. I was like, who is she? I was thinking, who's the musician? Tina Turner. Ike and Tina Turner. Remember when he called her Anna May?
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. That was the Anna May. And so I was like, well, who is she? And she really was quite impressive because she was beaten through the glass ceiling in Hollywood. So for that matter, I could see it. But that's,
But
there's a
she-
lot
but
of people that really saved thousands of lives. And
Right? Did she contribute
Yeah.
to? Hi, sheepdog.
And
women's
those are
suffrage.
the ones I want to see. I want to see people that like made like a huge difference in
Right.
people's lives. You know what I mean? Like, I
To
don't know.
further America, to further women's rights.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if that furthered women's rights. A couple other things I didn't realize about Harriet Tubman. She was a scout, a spy, a guerrilla soldier, and she was a nurse for the Union Army. But she was also the first American woman to serve in the military. Now that is amazing.
I know she's just an unbelievable.
Cowboy and sterling cannabis. That to me is a hero. That to me is somebody that deserves to be on a United States quarter and to be one at least part of the first 5. She was my first choice.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see. I mean, we already know who's on next year, but
Yeah.
what they do with the last, the last
Right.
year.
But there again, I only knew one of the second 5.
Eleanor Roosevelt.
Congress. There was somebody from
Like
Congress,
City Parks.
the Senate on. I don't know who that was. I forget who it is in the top 10 or the 2023, excuse me, that were recently released. One of them is a U.S. senator, and that's her big claim to fame. I feel really bad because, there's a young woman, a young Indian woman. I want to get her name. She died pretty early in life, and she was the first robotics. She was in space, and she was first woman manning the robotics on one of the spacecraft. And it's like, oh my God, like she's in her 20s and she's doing this. I would have really liked to have seen something about her, but there was a woman senator,
And collectibles.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I don't remember their names because I did research on people last night, and I mean the woman who cured leprosy. I mean, there's so many. Like, how do you even choose?
I titled this little document I was making bad.asp women. Bad women.
Asp.
Yes. And
Yeah.
Harriet Tubman is the queen of
Asp.
bad.asp women.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean
She,
all the things that she did to the Union Army. I mean, a spy. And then a nurse, and then the first African American woman to serve in the military. I just think that's just something that should be honored.
Can.
oh, Ken. So here's what it was. The grunt work. Okay, the Secretary of the Treasury is the one who gives the final word, and the grunt work is Smithsonian Institution, American Women's History Initiative. That's how it got funded.
And she is the former, correct? Treasury?
No.
No?
Janet Yellen was is today, but it was Mnuchin.
Right. So it was the former secretary, Treasury secretary. Yes.
Man. Okay. Sorry. And it was the Congressional Bipartisan Women's Caucus. So they're the ones who were making the recommendations, and they had like 2 years to do this, and this is what they came up
Hi,
with.
Shannon Smith. Saying hi, Nick, and my other self, and Paula.
Shannon, I know you.
So the criteria that they Mint put out for us too, when we were supposed to submit some names, were including suffrage, civil rights, government, humanities, science, space, and the arts.
Seems like they've gone really heavy with the arts.
Yes, too much, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Flag City Park.
How did these things get funded?
The arts.
True.
Donors, special donors. It's like,
Yeah.
yes.
Follow the money. Follow the money. Yeah.
But I guess I just thought if this is going to be could be a huge program. It is a huge program.
Yeah.
That I think that women should be represented a little bit better.
Well, even still, on the flip side, for the Maya Angelou, a lot of young women really look up to her and respect her. And for that reason, I think she is representing women well for the sake of this new generation. You
I
know,
want to know how much did Oprah Winfrey donate?
I was going to
program?
Right.
generation.
Girls.
Like 100%. Oh, that's how I learned about her, was on
Yep.
Oprah. And then came, you know,
Back when Oprah was normal.
right? And she had her on the program quite a bit. And, you know, of course, she was her spiritual leader. You know, it was this whole 9 yards. But if you go back, that's not even her real name.
Who, Oprah?
No, Mia
Oprah?
Angelou. It's not even her real name.
Well, you know, she's an author. People do that kind of thing. I'm not going to.
No, it's not. But at least, you know, put who you are, who you really are.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you hiding from? Why wouldn't you put your
That's a creative. That's part of the creative process to have a pen name. A lot of
Yes.
people do that. I should know. It's like that's another self.
My other self.
I know.
Well, yes, and I understand that. But would you want my other self on a quarter? If you were to have a quarter made of Lisa.
I would absolutely hate having quarter or any money with my image on it. I would hate that.
And Sean nominated himself to represent women everywhere.
I second that.
Excuse me a second.
I
But
second that.
and your boyfriend wants to know if you've seen his comment. No, I didn't, Rhonda. But hi, Stinky and Smelly. They're my boyfriends.
They're in trouble. It's so funny.
They are, and they're so sweet. They're such good boys.
They are really cute to see them.
So Mia Angelou, though, was part of the civil rights movement, and she did do a lot with the civil rights. But it was a little bit. She also followed Malcolm X, and that was who was, you know, she was with Martin Luther King and very dedicated to him first, and then, you know, they had a falling out, and then so Malcolm X was somebody that she truly admired.
Yes, there was a lot of anger, cultural, cultural anger. So we have a lot of healing work to do.
Yes.
As a society.
Hi, Jimmy, and hi, Jack. Yes, and so Lisa, you said you researched the actress.
Not far.
Not far. Well, I didn't have to. Hi, Hampton Consultants. I'm not allowed here since I'm not a female.
Oh no, that's not how it works.
You should stick around because Paula and Lisa have quite a giveaway.
So can I say hi?
Sure, absolutely. And Paula, if you would.
It's really great to see everybody.
Ladies, everybody.
Looks coins.
I'm sorry.
I'm just reading some of these. This is great.
Oh, only Stinky. Hi, Stinky.
How did they get those nicknames? Well, I could guess.
I think somebody
They're
gave
little boys.
furry plants and coins. I gotta read that slow, or I'd really make
plants and coins. Yay!
I know. You said hi to Hampton Consultants.
I did. It's good to see him down there in South Georgia in the swamp. He's always talking about that swamp cabbage.
Another swamp. We were talking Hampton Consultants. I don't know if you heard us talking about Harriet Tubman, who we really think should have been number one on the coins.
Yes.
And her very, very courageous fight for freedom for her. It was slaves, right? It was really.
It goes well beyond. We went well beyond the Underground Railroad. You know.
Yeah, and she was dragging people through the swamp. She was leading people through a literal swamp, and creating safe houses along the path and creating safe houses. I mean, she could have. I mean, that's brave. I know, but they literally went through the swamp, and I went through some tours in the swamp.
Oh, you did?
Horrible. Yeah, there's like flies the size of dinosaurs in there. It's awful. It's like, oh my God. And they stare you down. It's like this giant thing.
I have flies like that around here.
Making sense. Coin's making sense. How are you? I think he's the only one that makes sense.
He makes sense.
He makes a lot of sense. Okay. Stinky Smelly got their nicknames from Bella's dad, aka Phil.
Oh gosh, I remember that.
Yep.
I do remember Phil calling him that. Yep.
can I roll back, please, for a second? The Indian American
Yes.
that we're talking about, her name is Kalpana.
Hmm.
I can't say Chawala.
That's the one I was having a hard time pronouncing.
Well, she's not on. This is not the young woman.
Next
This is
year.
the point. This is the woman
Oh.
who went to space. She was a mechanical engineer, the first woman of Indian origin to go to space. She flew on the Shuttle Columbia in 1997 as a mission specialist and primary robotic arm operator. I was like, what do you have to do to become that person? I mean, how smart do you have to be?
That's really smart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stephen asked a question too, and I really think this is good. Do you think that they are producing the women's quarters in order of the most important first?
No.
No.
In my opinion, no either. But I would think that the most important would have come out just because it's the first and it's the first of the series. So I would have expected better.
I think they should have, but
I agree.
I don't think they honestly, I don't think they really know for sure who's on the next one.
No, you
No,
don't.
they don't. They don't. We
Yeah.
saw that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she'll be picking it.
So shouldn't they have picked it already by the submissions that they had, by the 11,000 submissions? Shouldn't they already have that in place?
They should.
Right?
You think?
We're talking about the government.
Right. But I mean, I went through the
We
time.
we don't know what's going to happen in the next couple years, and what might become relevant that isn't relevant right now, and
Yes.
And also another criteria is the woman was not, she had to be passed away.
yeah.
Right.
So, because I know that there was a lot of Hillary Clinton submissions. Duh. But, she wasn't chosen. But I don't know if they were wishful thinking or
Let's talk about Sally Ride. Now,
thought she may have by that point. Because they really wanted her on a quarter as well.
They thought she was going to die.
No, but by the time
I think in the next couple of years, they're going to be changing their mind about that.
Oh, you do think so?
I do think so.
That's interesting.
I think there's going to be stuff that's going to come out that people are going to really change their mind about that. Maybe we shouldn't put her on a quarter.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I thought you
might be going to jail.
Yeah, it's possible.
Oh my God.
I would rather have Ivanka Trump on the quarter. Somebody put that furry plants and coins. And yes, she just passed away a couple days ago unexpectedly.
I have my choices, but
and who's your choice? Who would be somebody that you would like to see?
Well, we talked about that. I would really like to see Betsy Ross on one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be really important. I'd like to see Glenna Goodacre on one of them. I'd like to see some women. Why not put Laura Garden Fraser on there? She designed the obverse.
I agree.
I really cool to have her on the reverse.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then we talked about this too, and she's also designed several after that as well. After that design.
Yeah, she designed her and her husband both together designed the Oregon commemorative.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you say Helen Keller earlier?
Helen Keller, I would love to see Helen Keller on there.
It would be, yes.
I want to see Laura Ingalls on there because I like Little House on the Prairie.
I like Little House on the Prairie too, but she did a lot.
Who didn't grow up? She did a lot more than just the book.
She did a lot, yeah. She really did.
Helen Keller would be awesome on there.
Amelia Earhart, and she was one of my top picks as well.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was one of the first 5, and there's a lot too being said about her right now because I think they found a piece of the plane. They always do, but I mean, there's been a lot of stuff with her recently in the news as well. And Hi Freaking Awesome.
It really just looked like a money play, honest to goodness.
Betsy Ross, right, William? I mean, how cool. Can you imagine the design? I hope if they do that design is off the chart. You know what I mean? Like
Texas Joe. Hi, Molly Pitcher or Claire.
Beautiful flag. I don't know.
Annie Oakley. I actually thought about Annie Oakley myself. And I
also too. And go, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And I also had Clara Barton. She, the founder of the Red Cross.
Yes, I saw that. I thought about her too last night.
Yeah, I have a confession. But
It's
Important.
so
important stuff. I mean, those are, and I'm hoping the next 10 that maybe some of these women will, be on these quarters. But hi, original. I can't see coins.
Original ATOG.
I'm sorry.
Original ATOG.
Thank you. I could see they were all running together. Thank you. Yes, Christy McCullough. Yes,
Well,
and
they had Sally Ride, Kristen McCullough. Yeah, she was the other astronaut on the Challenger.
Yes, she was
future.
John
from New Hampshire that passed away in I was in second grade. Yep, I was in second grade, and I will never forget it because they had everybody watching the TVs, and then all of a sudden it blew up.
Yeah.
And then the teachers turned the TV off really quick, and then we went home and watched President Reagan on TV, and he talked about it. Katherine Jackson, or I'm sorry, Katherine Johnson. Coins making sense. Hi, Philip.
Oh, look, John Chum Adventures. Amelia Earhart worked as a nurse's assistant at a building 5 minutes from my house.
Come on, let's put Janis Joplin on there. Let's be real. We need to put Janis Joplin on one of them quarters.
Rosa Parks and then Mary Musgrove.
I've done drugs.
I know, right?
Well, I mean, she did a lot.
She was a trailblazer.
She was. I mean,
Blazer.
Well, hi, Anthony, Tony.
Tony.
Madonna.
I like this.
Well, I don't know. She doesn't consider herself an American anymore. She's moved to, England. Katharine Hepburn. Or Julie.
Yes, Katharine Hepburn. Yeah, Katharine Hepburn.
And so I was doing some research on, and I don't know. I better hold on to that one. Hi, Silver Scorpion.
Where are we going with it? We'll help you with it.
Sally Ride. So I was doing some research and all her accomplishments, and she's in the Astronaut Hall of Fame, and she did many other things outside of that. So as I was researching, I was starting to see behind her name first was the first gay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't, either way, that doesn't bother me. But if it was myself, I don't want it to be a woman's quarter and it say, Nikki straight, and then my accomplishments. Because
I know.
I'm not defined by my sexuality. So I feel like that set it back a little bit. And so I was a little bit, put off by that.
But they did get that out there.
Yes, they did. I mean, the research that I'm finding that more so now that, that I was looking, and I was surprised because
it's not on the coin. It's not on the coin. It's just
no, it's not on the coin. But if
biography,
it's on her biography, and if people are looking at these quarters and it's doing what it's supposed to do, it's going to give people interested in the quarters, and then it's also interested in the women that are on the quarters. Correct? The people that may have not have known before.
I mean, I don't want to be known for my sexuality.
No, and I kind of feel like that set them back a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see a lot of men saying the first gay, and then blah blah blah, and then
I think there's too much hypocrisy out there. The people saying we don't want to be treated any differently.
Yes,
but treat us differently. You know what I mean? We don't want to be treated any differently, but you got to treat us special. You need to put us in our own category.
If she was alive today, do you think that she would want that to have been said?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
Mm-mm. I think that was probably way down at the bottom of her priority list of how she identifies.
Yes, but that should be the secondary. It shouldn't be up front. The upfront right behind the name. I think that it's
I don't want to be like Paula Bloom, the celibate, not by choice, New Mexico.
Lisa,
I don't want to be known for that.
Jackie Kennedy, maybe
known for that.
What?
Jackie Kennedy, I like her a lot.
I love Jackie Kennedy.
I love her.
What a class act, right?
She is, until I read a lot of biographies about her and how she was not a very nice person.
I heard that she just ran a tight ship, but
she did, but she wasn't very nice.
Sure protected her husband at the end there.
She did. She
Mhm.
really did. And I would really like to find her hat because that she has
The
this.
pink one.
Yes, because she has a suit from that day of the assassination, right? But they cannot find the pillbox hat.
Oh, I didn't know that they couldn't
I
find
didn't
that.
know that.
I
Yes,
did know that she wore that for like 2 days with the blood stain on it.
Yeah.
And
yes,
she,
and that has been preserved, and it's in the Kennedy Library, and of course they're going to be opening that up at like I don't remember the year, but it's like it'll be after I'm dead and gone, and then a lot of the other things that
Oh,
the tapes, Jackie tapes will be released at a certain point too. And I think it's after, I think her daughter is Sweet Caroline is that song was made for her, made about her, Sweet Caroline.
so there is a YouTube channel, Ask the Mortician. Yes, I'm a little bit on the morbid side. Do you like her? She did. Did you watch the one that she did on the Kennedys, on
did.
Jackie Kennedy and his coffin? Why his
Was that
casket?
good?
Yes,
So good.
that is really good. That's how I came across her, was watching because of the Jackie or the Jack and the casket.
Mm-hmm.
That was really interesting.
Got a great. She did one of my favorite ones that she did was on the oh my gosh, the people that now I lose my words. You guys have to bear with me. I lose my
Sorry,
word.
you know,
The cannibals that went over the pass. Come on, help me out.
the cannibals that went over.
Donner, the Donner Party. The Donner Party.
Oh, the ones cannibalism.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
Oh,
did.
they don't know.
It was a really long one that she did on the Donner
I
Party.
would like to see that one too. I saw one.
I didn't watch that one. It was.
It was really good. It was really good.
AWQ show. Bonnie and Clyde is the one I watched as well.
Yeah.
And that was good. That was so good. And I didn't realize, people,
Donner Party.
they literally were cutting her hair before they got, after they were shot in that car, they were literally cutting her hair, his hair, for souvenirs, taking pieces of their clothes. The Donner Party. Yes, that's right. The numismaniac. How are you? Jeannie, sweetheart.
Yeah, it's not just like morbid stuff. I mean, she does a lot of history and a lot of makes it really interesting too.
It is really interesting.
The whole process where the things you want to maybe think you don't want to think about, but kind of know.
Yeah.
I want to see the one on Marilyn Monroe next.
Yeah, she did. She's done some really, really great ones.
Yeah,
really
but very thorough. I really like her. Maybe she should be on the quarter.
Maybe
because she's
not
really
dead yet.
Not that.
Oh, there you go.
Diane's
Although Marilyn Monroe would be a good one to put on the quarter.
Yeah,
that would be a really pretty quarter.
Beautiful quarter. Chief Stacker, Coin World UK. Juan, how are you this evening? That would be really. I mean, she paved the way for us blondes.
For curvy, natural curvy women.
Some good things though too. She went and she entertained the troops during a time that
she did,
and her and Bob Hope
did,
and her husband Joe was not happy about that. We're really, but
Joe DiMaggio,
and he had roses sent to her grave.
He loved
once a week. Wasn't it?
Loved her. Yeah, he loved her.
He really did. But then, of course, he loved her so much too. He beat her. That was sad. But
she lived a rough life.
That poor woman.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Just to think, and her mother, James Butler, howdy. Her mother passed away, I believe, in the late 80s. That's how long her mother lived.
Yeah.
So.
So who does the chat? I want to know who the chat would like to see on the women's quarters. That's what I want to know.
I got my first, what was it? The Sally Ride quarter in my pocket change a couple days ago. And Eleanor Roosevelt, the mean one.
She's going to be on next year.
And it was in such bad condition and it hasn't been out long. And I'm talking beat up. So
my mom.
Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple.
Bad. Oh, Shirley Temple, those curls. She
I
she
know.
was cute. Or what was the Over the Rainbow?
Oh,
Who was Stuart?
Judy Garland.
Yes, because I would love to find Mother Teresa.
They have to be American,
They have
right?
to be American.
Oh,
Yeah.
so Katherine Johnson just passed. I hope that now she's one of the mathematicians. I like the science. I like.
Oh,
Now,
well,
doesn't it have to be? Don't they have to be dead for a certain amount of time?
I did not
2
see that.
years or
Really a child,
10
except she's
years or
good.
something. I don't know.
I did not see that criteria. Ringmaster Ray.
I think there is something there. I think that there is.
And there may have been, but I don't remember. And Maya Angelou, what, she passed away in 2018, I believe.
So maybe it's like 2 years.
Maybe it's 2 years. Maybe she just
Betty White. Oh my gosh, yes.
Betty White. Oh,
So
Samantha
great.
Smith. She was from Samantha Smith.
I think a lot of people would like that fight.
Yes.
That would be, yes, she would be.
I don't think anybody can say anything bad about Betty White.
No, and you know,
No.
A lot.
well, she did trailblaze comedy for women back in a time when it was all men, and it was the man's club,
Yeah.
So she really, and she held her own too,
Mhm.
she did really well. And my gosh, she almost lived to be 100.
I know. Yeah,
Well,
they could do all 4 of the Golden Girls. There were 4, right?
Yes.
And they could just pick a random another one.
Oh, which Golden Girl would you be?
Who would I be?
Yeah, who
Be
would you
Arthur, duh.
Who would you be? Lisa? Be Arthur.
Totally be B. Arthur.
What? Who would I be? Which Golden Girl?
Which Golden Girl?
Sophia.
I think I'd be Blanche.
Blanche.
I'd be Blanche.
No, you'd be Betty White, I think, Lisa. Yeah.
The real me is Betty.
Yeah.
I'd probably be the old lady, the mom,
Oh.
or either that or Blanche. I would go either way.
I think you might do Blanche, but she's so level-headed,
So I've seen a couple people put. She had her own TV show. Betty White had her own TV show in the 1950s. She was a true trailblazer. They're putting their wives. They're saying wives, and I said at the beginning it would be nice to have mothers, just something representing moms, because without moms there wouldn't be a lot of these people on the quarters, or even like a George Washington. Somebody had to raise these terrific men and women, so just representing a mom. So hi, Little Dragon. I think I spoke. Hi, Mark B.
She thinks I'm a Blanche.
Phyllis Diller or Carol Burnett. I don't.
Well, yeah.
There's just way too many choices. There are way too many choices,
Winning around Paula.
Stop it.
Okay, so
Nick.
Hi, Paula. That's what coining around.
I know. Hi.
Nick, I'm going to multitask while we're talking. I'm going to get this because this is one of the things I wanted to give away. Not the whole thing, but I want to give away one of each. Right?
Wow.
Yes.
Hi, Robert.
You want to say what you're going to give away?
I'm going to give this away.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then Lisa's going to give 1 P, 1 D, and 1 S of the Wilma Mankiller, right? Or
No, actually, the Maya Angelou.
Maya Angelou. For somebody to put in this book. So it's brand new.
Okay, so I'm cracking this while you're talking to the chat. Did you see Diana's here?
I did. I spoke to Diane, and I'm so glad to have her. And then Robert Caldwell says, naughty Nicks and Paula up on panel. Savage. You better be careful, Robert. Better be careful.
Okay.
So what are you going to be looking for? So, Paula, can you tell us about the new error that they found?
I would love to tell you, but I would rather them go watch Sean's video.
Okay, well, then do you want to promote that? You want to promote it?
Yeah, so you guys, there's a really, really exciting error that we just found out about on the Wilma Mankiller quarter. So you guys need to go watch Blue Ridge Silverhound's video on it. It's really, really exciting. I'm not going to spill the beans, but we have something a little bit special planned for something in a few days.
That's put up. So I can go ahead and put that in the description when we're done.
Very similar to the 2021 die break that was on the Lincoln Cent last year. It's very similar to that, but there's one on the obverse and the reverse. So there is a retained cud on the obverse. We don't know yet if someone will find one where the die completely broke away, that part of the die, or we're trying to, we think that there is a point where, because somebody found one with just the retained cud on the obverse. So somewhere along the line, that reverse die was switched out. Either that or the die break on the obverse happened, and then something catastrophic happened to that reverse die, and it also got a die break. So there's a couple of different scenarios that we're kind of playing with. We really need to see more of the error to decide, but it's exciting, and it's a pretty valuable error. It's going to end up being a pretty valuable error.
So, I got an idea about those internal cud die breaks. I think the robotics is off. I mean, when you think about how the robot is hammering those coins, like,
you mean in the striking chamber?
Yes. And it happened about this time last year. Wasn't like when it was.
It's actually a die issue. It doesn't have anything to do with the machinery. It's the die that breaks.
They use the die. Do they use a die to create the coin?
Right. They're in a striking chamber like this, right? One of the dies is stationary. So it's in the collar, and it's pretty stationary. The collar comes up and goes, it's on like a little spring. So that's the anvil die. And on the new coins, it's actually the obverse, it's the anvil die. And the reverse, which is the hammer die, smack, smack, smack. I mean, they go like this, right?
That's the one.
Right. Yeah. So
I
think that those catastrophic die breaks happen when they take the dies out for maintenance, and they either drop them or something like that happens, and it creates a crack. Those things are
interesting, but wouldn't it be more like, well, okay.
All it takes, because the pressure, there's so many pounds of pressure, right? All it takes is a tiny microscopic little crack in the die to just blow it out. So,
whoops, I won't use that one.
Now, where are all the dies being made? Is that
Philadelphia and Denver? Both Philadelphia used to make all the dies.
Okay, so
now Denver,
okay. They're making San Francisco and Denver, or Philadelphia.
I think Denver is making some of San Francisco's dies.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but Philadelphia used to make all the dies for all the mints, and then Denver started doing their own, which is why, and they do a great job, which is why there's no errors on Denver coins.
The Philadelphia, not so much.
Not so much.
Not so much. Okay. And that's all we get is Philadelphia. I don't see many.
All I get is Denver.
Is that yes? Yep.
I'll be right back. I'm going to try and set this up so I can show.
So which ones are we going to look at first?
Please. Well, I broke the cases while you were talking because we had to multitask.
Oh.
I took the ender off, so it's not ender, and I dropped the next one.
There you go.
So I took the very next one on the P and the D, and then the S. I took the third one. So they're sitting right here on my scope, my very cool, what's it called, Paul? My tech scope.
Oh, your this one.
My
same one, Optitech.
Yeah, no, I have them on the scope, but I think we'll just go, we'll just go one at a time. Okay. Sorry,
this is a die, you guys, in case you know.
I'm gonna.
I want to see that.
This actually is one that. So dies are actually not flat like this. They're a little bit higher in the center, but they've canceled this one out. So this is actually a canceled die.
And where would you find something like that?
You can buy them.
Really?
Yeah, this is a quarter. This is a canceled quarter one.
I don't know why I thought that they were going to be bigger.
But this is what a die looks like before it's hubbed.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, this is what a die looks like before when the hub, hubs the design into the
Uh-huh.
die. This is what they look like. They're conical like this.
Wow. Very interesting.
That is interesting.
Hi, red light.
Okay, so we're back to my lighting issues. These
That's okay. We can still see it.
lines are coming from the bulb. It's bad resolution. I don't know what to say.
Okay, well, let me pull you up so we can look at this.
I think it looks great.
Okay. So we're good with this one. We'll just look at the P for a second. If we see anything that looks gnarly, we'll find another one because I want it to be a nice giveaway.
You need to get really, really in close. Now, they haven't found these in any of the, sorry, you guys, got a little hiccup burp there, in any of the mint wrapped rolls, but there are some great DDRs on those Maya Angelos on the earring.
Okay. Oh, you want me to go get real close to the earring? Okay.
Yeah, you're probably not going to find them on the mint wrapped rolls, but on the bank wrapped rolls, they're finding on the Philadelphias, they're finding doubled earrings.
Oh,
in fact, I think I saw that as well.
We've shown a couple of them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I have one. But when I do it, hang on a second. No, should I try to get closer? And the lighting is
No, it looks normal. You'd be able to see it. It's pretty dramatic.
Yeah, I thought so too. I'm sorry about the lighting, guys. This is just one.
I'm gonna go grab some more water. I'll be right back.
sure.
Oh, there we go. You can see like
I
that.
can see it very well.
Okay. I really like this scope. Okay, so does this look clean enough? How about if I do a little spin around so we can look at it? Now, got some scratching on it.
So I'm showing it was Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen that was made the decision.
Oh, really? She did?
Yes, and she was the former Treasury Secretary.
That's pretty interesting.
Yes, that's what I found in my research.
I was just guessing that it was Mnuchin because I thought it was somewhere around. It would be 2019. And what's going on with? I see. Okay.
Okay, so GMP says there is a die break on the coin on the hand of this coin, and then also look at the earring.
We look at the earring. The die break is on not these photographs. Not these.
And you can find die breaks. You can find die breaks, die chips anywhere on any coin.
And it was the National Women's History Museum.
Right. Okay, let me go this way.
And I misspoke. Maya Angelou died in 2014.
Look at that quarter mark on her arm. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's just a little chatter bag marks.
Let me see if I can get a better one. Which one is this? Is it a P?
Sarika, how are you? Minnesota Matt. Paula, does the P Mint produce lower quality dyes, or is it their human quality control worse?
It's their quality control. It's a quality control. They all get the same steel die blanks. So it's not that. It's just that they,
What is that?
They just got crappy quality control.
All right, this looks a little cleaner.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Can you read the screen, Lisa?
Yeah.
You did. Okay, you saw that.
You're gonna find these are normal circulation strike coins, you guys. These are exactly the same as the coins that they send off to circulation. We just all buy them for a premium from the mint. But you're going to find bag marks. These all go in big, huge ballistic bags. You're going to find the same contact marks and bag marks that you find on circulation.
Okay. So I'm gonna put this one in a little flip thing.
But I mean, you're looking at it really, really close. You know what I mean?
I know, but I want.
Yeah.
Yes, it's hard for me to look for errors when it's this close because everything seems to screen error when it says close.
I'm looking for my little sleeves, but I guess I'll use this.
So, but after the last of the women quarters, there still will be another quarter produced.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find the date again, and that's going to be in 2026, and that will celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence.
2026 is going to be a big year for coins. They have a lot of really cool stuff planned for the semi-sesquicentennial.
Ah,
We're going to have, like we did with the bicentennial coins, I think we're going to have dual date coins.
Okay.
That's my prediction. I think they're going to have dual date coins.
and then in the Summer Olympics 2028, they will produce the first Olympic medals, which has never been done before, but I'm not excited about that either.
Now, didn't we have Olympic medals in our prestige sets?
Okay, we're looking at the D.
Those were coins. Never mind. Those weren't medals. They were
No,
coins.
this will be the first medals. Yes.
Medals.
Yeah, they won't be doing the coins in the Olympics.
This is a lot.
But it also says the mint has a chance to produce the medals, which was in the bill that was attached to the women's quarters. So a chance means, I don't know,
So they gave them some wiggle room.
little bit.
Hey, Nick, excuse me.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Yes,
I'm going to show. This is the D. We're just looking at it real quick before I,
Sure.
and then we're going to give it away, right? Okay. No, we didn't have to go that big. I was just like the comment was hiding it. All right, this looks clean, right, Paula? Right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Did we want to look for anything?
Not on the Denver. Listen, you guys have to know that with errors, you can, just because one hasn't been found yet, even with varieties, just because one hasn't been found yet doesn't mean that they aren't out there. So look at every coin. You know, you could be the first to discover it. So
that's
look
my
at every coin. Varieties will repeat. You know, they're on the die. They happen when the die is created. So they are on the die. So every coin that die creates will have that variety on it.
That's
can happen randomly and can be like a one-time deal. So
hi, Andy. And Chief Slacker says, I wonder if they're going to do a design contest from people like they've done in the past. That would be fun. Although
maybe they did that with the quarters.
Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can go. I mean, I got 3 that we're going to give away.
You can go.
You can go. You can go.
I meant put the thing down. Sorry. Begging your pardon.
Now, see, I did. Now we're gonna have to do another one because I'm gonna have to research the next 5, except Eleanor Roosevelt, because I was just finding so much information on the first 5, and then why I didn't want them. You know.
I know, and I didn't spend any time researching the women that are already on the quarters. Mm-hmm. I researched like famous women in history and to try to see like who I thought would be like good candidates, you know.
Right. The singer. Yes. And I'm still thinking that there's a host of women that I would have rather seen. But I agree with the Sally Ride. I really like her and I like her in the first 5.
I don't want anybody on the coin that I can't pronounce their name. That I have that problem with that.
And you know, I have a name problem.
Helvita Idar.
Still, yes.
Now these are, you know, when we're talking about like maybe Asian American or Hawaiian or something. That's
the Hawaiian ones are always the one that's on next year's coin. That's a hard one. I had to look that pronunciation up too.
No, and Andy, good evening.
Of course, I have a tough time pronouncing.
I do too.
Sometimes, so
I do too. Yeah. So then I go to that app where it's pronunciation because I'm always going to pronounce it wrong.
So I'm not going to write on these little flip things, right? Except
those are the ones that you're going to send.
Yeah, these okay. Are okay.
So do you want me just to have the winner email me and then I will give you send you the address for them too?
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay. So then they don't have to email to both of us.
That's a good idea. That's a very
Okay.
good. Okay. So are we doing 2 giveaways?
Well, I thought we would just do
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh.
I mean, if you want to give more away, go ahead. There you go.
So Metal Dragon just asked us, one Native American woman a year was part of their decision because
Oh, was it?
Elizabeth Warren requested that.
Oh,
Because what?
Because Elizabeth Warren requested it. I'll explain later.
okay.
No, I know. I know.
You get the joke a little bit?
Yes. So, okay, so let's do, how do you want to do this giveaway?
So I have a question ready. If
Yeah.
yeah, so I actually thought of a question. It's probably not going to make. I mean, I am assuming that everybody in the chat is coin collectors or semi coin collectors.
Most of them
Maybe.
are.
So, and it's something you can Google if you're fast at Googling. So do you want me to? So I guess wait for somebody to put go in chat or whatever, and I'll read or ask the question. Then you can put go in chat. Is that how you want to do it?
Yeah, you can do that. I'll go ahead and I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, so make sure you guys are on live chat and just answer once. Don't answer twice, just one time. And don't.
Yeah, and speed up the do the settings thing. Speed up the playback speed and
go ahead.
Yeah. Go to the little cog wheel down at the bottom and click on that, and then click on playback speed and go to 2 times and click that real quick. We'll give a couple minutes for you guys to all do that. That'll get you caught up. I know people are going to have lag, and it sucks about that, but. And this is actually from the Livecoin Q&A. So it's not just from me, it's from the whole Livecoin Q&A.
Yes, and I'll put their channel in the description below too when we're through, because if you haven't watched them on Monday nights, you need to. A lot of great information. Hi, Paula.
So hard because we're on at the same time as Mia.
Oh, and but
can. And it's, I mean, there's so many people on Monday nights, but the thing is you guys can always come back and watch us after, because we're really not something that you need to watch live. We do a giveaway once a month, and actually it will be tomorrow, our Monday. We are giving away a ANA sponsored gold membership once a month. So, but any other time, you guys can just go watch us, because we don't do giveaways and stuff, and it's just education.
And you also have a Facebook page as well that I know I visit quite often, and you guys post a lot of pictures on there, and I enjoy seeing the pictures. And
oh, good.
Yes. So, and a lot of times too, if I can go look on your Facebook page and answer my own question.
Isn't that, yeah, that's perfect. Right? I tell people all the time, I did that for so long, for like at least a year before I ever asked a question. I joined a couple groups, and I was really lucky because I found the right groups to join. And I learned who to listen to and who not to listen to. But I would go through and look at people's posts and just see what they answered. And then I would research stuff. But we have a Facebook group. We have an email too. If you guys have any coin questions, you can send us your coin questions and pictures.
But do your research first. Research it first before you ask.
Right? Yeah. But a lot of people if they're brand new, a lot of times you don't even know the terms to look up, what they're trying to look up. So we answer every single one of our emails that we get, and we show some of the emails that we get on our live show, and we teach from there. So, but any email we get, we answer. We think it's a really great resource for the people on YouTube to have that where they can feel safe to ask their questions. So anyway, I didn't mean to do a whole anyway, I'm going to ask the question now. So
I'm glad you did, because I don't know if everybody knows about that. And I really like the Facebook page.
Well, I don't do the Facebook, but I do the Livecoin Q&A YouTube.
I know you do.
I love that one. But I learned so much. There's just these little incidental things that you pick up that you just
Little tidbits, huh?
conversation. So it's very, very helpful.
We have so much fun too. So much fun.
It is a good group. It is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, on the new women's quarters, on the obverse is a new design.
Did you say
And
go?
this was- Not yet. I haven't
Not
asked
yet.
the question yet.
Sorry.
That's okay. She's all
Okay,
excited.
she's excited. She's excited.
So this was designed by Laura Garden Fraser. Now, this design was used on one other coin by the U.S. Mint. I want the year that this design was used
Oh, I know.
on that coin. You have to put go.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did hit go. My answer is grapes.
Grapes.
Grapes. As long as they're okay, we got a 1926.
I have no clue.
1999 W gold. $5.
That's it.
That's it. Congratulations, Andy.
Wow.
That's it. Andy won it.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And one of these days, I am going to get one of those coins.
Now I want one as well.
Yeah, I am going to get one. They're a beautiful coin. You guys go look them up. They're a $5 coin. They are beautiful. So congratulations. Andy, if somebody can put in the info at livecoinqa.com email address, you can email us your address, please. Put your YouTube name and your real name.
And it was live Q&A.
It's info. At
Info.
live. Here, I'll put it in the private chat.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Info at. Whoops. I can't
You
spell.
earned that one. That was a good question.
That was a really good question. It just so happens too, I was researching her a little bit, you know, the designer, of course.
Yeah.
And because, you know, Washington is facing the other direction this time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I like it. I really, really like it. And I think it's very appropriate for the series, you know, that it was done by a female. And yeah, her and her husband actually designed the Oregon Trail commemorative. One designed one side and the other designed the other side. So
okay, so they're saying read chat. What did I miss? Did I miss something?
who said, please?
Johnny Rainbow, what did I miss?
Oh, Andy said, please send to Parvid.
Oh, that's so thoughtful.
That is really sweet. So also, you guys, just so you know, I don't know if you heard Lisa. Whoever I'm sending this to, Lisa will also be sending a PD and S.
That just opened.
Maya Angelou that she just opened. So you'll get to start your book off. And I'm going to tell you guys also, I want to talk a little bit about the S Mint quarters, if that's okay.
Yes, please do. Yes.
Yeah.
So the S Mints are the coins to get. And if you want to start a book like this, you can actually buy like a P, D, and S on eBay for like $8. Lots of people selling them in, you know, the 3-coin set.
Mm-hmm.
But so if you didn't know, in 2012, the Mint started making S Mint business strike quarters. And they are really, really low mintage quarters. Every single one of the 2012 to current of the S Mint business strikes are really low mintage. But on these quarters, for the Maya Angelou quarters, the S mintage is about 302,000. 303,000, 302, 303,000. Same for the other ones. So that is super low mintage. If you guys go look up mintages, 303,000 is a really low mintage.
I saw them for sale for a lot more than that, more than $8.
Did you? Okay, I saw them today because I was looking it up just to find one. So I found a listing for $8. It doesn't mean that's maybe I got lucky.
Yeah,
But
there's a lot of
And
great
with the US Mint
but
sold
I'm
out.
just talking about for the 3 coins, not for the 3 rolls.
right.
Just for 3 individual coins, yeah. But
Ringmaster Ray needs a set too. So, but they sold out quite quickly at the US Mint as well.
Yeah.
It was in at
like
within
this, like
minute.
this,
Hi, Outdoor Life. How are
like
you?
it was -1 second was
Right.
what Wilma
But they
Manco were
do-
sold out, like this.
Yes,
Because you can only get them on enrollment.
Can you have them on enrollment? I'm sorry, I didn't.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
That's why they most of them are sold out before they even go on sale, because the
Okay.
enrollments were snagged up like that. I
Yep.
was lucky enough to get on the enrollment, but I didn't get the Maya Angelou. I had to buy those because I got on the enrollment after the Maya Angelou. So I actually bought a box
well,
set of the PDNS.
I have FOMO now, and I didn't have FOMO until tonight. Now I have FOMO when it comes to the S. Yes. Hi,
Yeah.
710. I do. Now I'm kind of.
well, big shout out to Silver Wolverine, because I would have missed the whole darn thing had it not been for him.
Yes. I mean,
Nice.
Silver Wolverine does a great series on the women's quarters and mintages and going to be worth money. And he actually put some in circulation. He opened a roll to try to see if he could find, circulate them. Which
I heard about that he
Yes.
put them in circulation. That's awesome.
Yes, and in different states too. He went on a trip, so it was like from Michigan to Ohio.
Yeah.
He was in Kentucky, so it was really interesting.
My album is PDNS. Deadhead.
Yeah, it's a great album. So I'm going to be giving away too
Sorry, go ahead.
to some local young women, the
Nice.
girls.
I think that's amazing.
I personally still think that they, yes, we know that they could have chosen maybe more thoughtfully, but they don't know that, and there's still ways to encourage them to be the best that they can be, and that's what I want to do. So I'm gonna give them out. I know that you can make so much money, but really I'm gonna try to do something else with that.
Pay it forward.
Yeah,
I mean,
they have 2 different ones. They have one that's just P&D, and they have one that's PDNS. This one's a PDNS.
Oh, for your
And
book?
it also will maybe get them interested in history too, because they start looking up, girls, it's science and history are historically not our strong points, or things that women have been interested in very much in the past.
No, but they should be, because there's a lot of women that have paved the way and have done remarkable things. And I don't remember her name, but she was on and I was going to do this another time, but on my second, but it was the first African-American doctor who came up with chemotherapy.
Oh,
I saw her too when I saw the one that cured leprosy.
Yes,
the cure for leprosy. I saw that too.
She developed chemotherapy, and how amazing! And that's still in
And
treatment.
X-ray. There was a woman that invented the X-ray too.
So there's a lot of women that have made a big, huge difference in this country. So I think it's a great program. Doesn't mean I don't think it's a great program, although I don't always agree with the choices, because I do think it's a great program.
It is.
It is.
I can't help but promote any of the new things.
Yeah,
even though their prices tick me off.
Yeah.
But any new thing like that creates new collectors.
Yes.
And we're all about promoting the hobby, because when it boils down to it, if we don't keep the interest going in the hobby and get new collectors coming in, our collections will decrease in value.
Absolutely. That's a great point.
So,
great point.
You want your collections to keep their value, then promote the hobby, get more people interested.
Or even, grow in value over time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to, take people. So that's an excellent point.
Yeah.
The hobby is as good as your collection.
It's very nostalgic to collect these coins, and you appreciate them as you get older.
It's getting us women even talking about and learning about these women that I didn't know anything about. Some of them. And then also I'm learning about other different women that have paved the way, that are extraordinary.
Yeah, it was really fun, like looking up stuff like that. Because there are things I had no clue about.
Me neither.
It's not talked about. It's just not talked about. So
no, it's not. I mean, even to know that the design was out of the contest, none of a contest, and she wasn't chosen.
Yeah.
So I think that was interesting. And Paula had mentioned too, why not put the designer on the quarter?
Yeah.
I mean, she was a great sculptor.
Oh, I know
It was. You guys should look it up. Huh?
It seems obvious that she would have been put on one.
Right?
I know.
think so, but we'll see. We'll see. You know, we still have 3 more years. So
3 more years, but I'm looking forward to seeing who's coming out next. And when do they come out? When do they come out, Lisa? I know you looked up the date.
Oh no, well, who knows what the date's going to be because I'll change it. But it was this year. It was in March.
yeah, spring. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And isn't that March Women's Month?
Women's History Month. Yeah.
Women's History Month.
Makes
So
sense.
I mean, how fitting is that? And Andy is having his daughter and grandson over tomorrow inventory my collection. They're both interested, but they
That's awesome.
that is awesome.
I love that large picture.
And who knows, maybe your grandson will be interested, and that's something you guys can do together. Hi, Mo Money. How are you? So I hope you guys would join me again and talk about some more women's quarters.
I would love to.
Yeah, for sure. This is fun.
This is fun and it's interesting.
I love seeing everybody. I don't usually get to talk to everybody on, you know.
So, and live Q&A is on Monday nights.
Monday nights at 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern, every Monday. And the last Monday of the month, we just do chat. We just answer questions from chat. We don't go through emails and stuff like that. So we've really been enjoying that. That's really been
fun. Talk.
And I missed, I finally got to watch Mia. Because we were off for the 4th of July, so I got to go watch Mia, and I was like, "God,
a lot of fun." She was a lot of fun. So there's a good question I just saw. Does anyone feel disrespected that it just went up? That the ladies got put on the back of the coin instead of the front? I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
No, I don't think so because I mean that's the way.
No, because it's the back, and then if I flip it this way, it's the front.
Oh, well, that's true. That is true. But I never really thought about it or think. I think that there's ladies on the quarters. I think that's a huge step.
Yeah, no, because we have a lady that designed the front.
And I think that, and again, I think that she should be put more out into the forefront as well.
Oh, can you put the email in for Parvis?
Yes.
So he can. Yeah, just make sure that you send us your real name, your YouTube name if it's different, Parvis, and your shipping address. I hope you're in the United States. I hope you're in the United States.
It's in Florida or the East.
It's okay. So No Money, they put George Washington, but it's a new design, and it was designed by a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So how fitting is that? I think that was very fitting.
Martha Washington. That's interesting. But they had medals, didn't they, for the
Yeah, she's been on a coin.
Okay. Yes. I didn't know what coin.
On the whatever they call it, the presidential wives or something.
Oh, okay, the first ladies.
Yeah, first ladies.
Okay, first lady series. Yes, because Martha Washington and Abigail Adams was another one.
Eleanor Roosevelt was on one too, but
oh, she has to have been because she was a first lady too. Or well, she was kind of first lady / president at times. That was just a joke.
That's okay.
That was just
being real. I think a lot of people know that by now, right?
Yes, well, she's also very she's KFK. She was very big on him running as well. He went to go visit with her, and it took him 2 or 3 times in speaking with her for her to get on board with him, which is interesting.
Yeah, it is.
I'm in Ocala, Florida. I am a grandpa, or am I a well, thanks again. And Monday nights at 8?
Monday nights at 8:30.
8:30. Okay, 8:30. And
8:30 Eastern. 8:30 Eastern, but if you guys can't make it, then you can always go back and watch.
Rewatch. And I would
rewatch it.
Facebook page too. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to put that in the description because the Facebook page is awesome as well. Because
Yeah.
I love looking at the pictures. And then you guys too answer all the Facebook posts as well.
Yeah, we do. And we run a pretty tight ship. It's not like a lot of the other Facebook groups. We keep it private. You have to answer some membership questions. It's not fail or pass. We just ask that you answer the questions and agree to the rules. But we run a pretty tight ship. We're pretty careful who answers your questions, and we have a lot of pretty well-known numismatists that we use as with our research and stuff. So we do a lot of research on stuff, and it's really important that we give you guys correct information. We try to keep it really tight in there. So
yeah, and for the new people coming in, I'll just go there to look at the pictures, and then I'll find a lot of my questions, my answers, just by looking at the pictures and reading some of the answers that they give. So
awesome. And we don't allow any bullying. We don't think any question is stupid. We don't allow any bullying at all. You won't. There's a big problem in a lot of the groups. People being nasty to people.
I've seen that and left a lot of them because of that.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And I don't like that either. And then also we'll find you in the mornings on Ida's show.
I am. I have fun on Ida's my best friend.
So she starts early, but she's on at what time?
Butt crack of dawn.
I think it starts at 8. Is that right? Or is that?
I don't even know anymore. Before the sun comes up, I know that.
It is fun, and you do a lot of trivia, and she has a lot of guests, so that's a show too to visit as well.
So much fun.
Yes, and tonight we have West Coast, and they'll have the match game, and sometimes Paula's on there as well.
I like that.
And we're going to be on Diane's cabin.
And
that's you guys watch it, West Coast. Don't hold anything I say on there against me, please. It's not for children.
No, it's not for children. And tonight it's on later on. I think it's on in an hour, I believe.
I've never gone over there. I think I should.
Oh no,
you should because it's fun.
I hope you don't change your opinion of me.
No, and it's of course not, Paul, because it's fun and we can get loose, and it's not family night. We'll just put it that way. But it's fun.
And your kids or your grandkids.
I am so going.
I love that. That's fun.
We have a blast. It's so much fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Let's go. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. So no, I would never teach my opinion. Paula's just a fun person. She's smart and fun.
So Nick, we're
in the cabin Tuesdays at 11 Central Time, 12 Eastern Time.
That's Diane Durbin, right?
Diane Durbin, yes. And we have been learning.
Are they in Cincinnati right now?
They are in Ohio right now at the Coin Show. And then Coin Ops has been showing a lot of lives from the Coin Show. They can't go in the Coin Show, but they're showing it outside of the Coin Show.
Mm.
So, and I don't know when they're going live because it seems like it's always happening when I got stuff going on.
Isn't today the last day?
Is today the last day, Lisa?
What?
Is today the last day?
Yeah. Right? Isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
It was really restricted. They just didn't want all the cameras and things. I guess somebody new was running.
Yeah.
I wish they would let the cameras in though, because a lot of us can't experience that. And I enjoyed experiencing the Grove Show by what everybody else was posting. And I think that all those lives did well. You saw a lot of people in those chats and couldn't wait to see them. That was the first time I really saw Paula, really saw Paula and, a lot of the others as well.
It was so much fun.
And yeah.
So you guys try to make it out next year. You have to try to make it out next year. We had just
Samifar. Good evening.
So much fun. Samifar was there.
Samifar was there, and I saw her. She's another beautiful lady, and I saw her with Paula, and then Squirrel.
I got to give
Angel.
I got to give Tupac a hug.
Are you going to go there?
No. Don't you go there?
I won't.
Well,
okay. So one more thing.
On that note.
Oh, no, hold on, Nick. We missed one more thing.
Okay.
So, now we don't know. Is Diane going to be back? I think they're staying for another week.
Oh yes, they're going to be. That's right. So we won't be. We'll be on my channel Tuesday because she's going to be staying for another week, and they're just going to enjoy and have some vacation time.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what they bring back.
I know. And Sammy Farr is talking about the next growth, but there's what they call the Fun Show in Orlando coming up in January that a lot of people are going to be going to as well.
I know.
Yeah, that's a big one. You guys should go there if you can make it there.
I'm going to try to go there because, my in-laws live way South Georgia. So it could kind of work. They're about an hour from Jacksonville,
great
Florida.
show. That is a great.
That's what I've heard. And then Raymond, and you have Mr. V Rose, and you have Can that go, and James Butler this time, and Silver Meow Coins. If I just said that too fast, it's going to be there. So there's going to be a lot. Lisa, you ought to come.
Yeah, I got some stuff, personal stuff that is
Oh,
my dad's sick, and I don't want to make any plans right now.
I understand.
No clue.
I think next year the growth thing is going to be in Tulsa, isn't it?
Tulsa,
I think it's going to be in Tulsa.
Okay, so there'll be more rooms. Oh, Johnny Ray is going to be going too. So there should be a lot more places to stay, and
there's an airport.
Oh, nice. And John Shank is going to go as well. So there's going to be a lot of people at the Fun Show.
Yeah, that might be something I do spontaneous.
It'd be nice to see Sammy there too. She seems fun. So you ladies must have had a really good time together. The pictures showed.
It was so much fun.
And then Ida was there.
Everybody was so nice, and we went to dinner afterwards, and then we went to the casino, and had so much fun. Mad Stacker was there. He's hysterical.
He is hysterical. He's got quite a personality.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and Tupac was there
again.
Stop it.
He was at the show.
He might have been.
Okay, so I think we got it. All right. Let's fun.
Yes, this is a lot of fun. I enjoy talking. I'm enjoying learning about these ladies.
So I didn't get to personally say hi to a lot of people in the chat, but my heart is there.
Please do, if you'd like to.
Oh, it's so long, and we're at our mark.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And then Sammy Farr just wrote, "It was my first meeting with these folks. It's fun meeting folks for the first time. We will be even better again, meeting up again. It will be even better. I'm sorry, when we meet up again." And William loved muffins, whatever that means.
Doesn't mean anything.
Okay, William.
Oh, we're gonna have to Ray call it out. Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. I gotta go have some dinner.
But thank you everyone for joining us.
Thank you for joining us, Paul, and taking the time and
inviting me. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Jarvis, make sure that you email so we can get this out to you, and then I will send your address on to Lisa so she can get those coins out to you to put in your book.
And thank you, chat, for spending your time with us tonight as well. So
bye, everybody.
We'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.